Just got back from Germany, was away a week. We'll give you a little insight into that a few videos from now. It's my first day back in Miami. A lot of new cars just arrived. It's also like 38, 39 days away from Monterey. So slightly nervous just arriving and realizing that as well. These cars are like almost in many ways like a baby Pagani. I love the fact that they are actually pretty reliable too. That 4.2 liter V8 is fantastic. This Diablo just arrived. What a great color. This is Charo Blue. So if you notice, this is a later car, so it has the 18-inch wheels. It has the dual airbags. We have an early Roadster there. It has the 17-inch wheels, same style of wheel, no airbags. There was about 45 cars like that came to the US without the airbags. Yellow TDF, I didn't see that yet.
What do we have here?
We have a very special Miura that we are unloading today. This is actually a car that I found in San Francisco, owned by the same family since 1978, I believe. Original red car, got a wide body work added to it. It's funny, it was actually on Facebook. A Mercedes dealer, and he posted it within 2 minutes. I called him like 11 times. He said, looking for a new home, so we can assist with that. Dude, hell yeah. So good. I mean, the wear on the shift knob, all of it. But just the overall condition of the seats, like, it's such a congruent original car that was loved most of its life. This is the stuff we dream about.
What? Am I in love? I think I'm in love.
Feels fast too. Brakes feel really good too.
No, it's pretty remarkable how fresh the interior is considering it's original. I know a lot of times at Curated you see Miuras that are borderline impeccable, but this is, the reality of having a one family, mostly original car. You can see, plenty of patina and other things that are going to need to be touched up if you wanted to bring this to a Concours level, but on a car like this, that's not necessary. It's really about preservation, and with such a unique story, there's really no reason to touch a lot of the stuff cosmetically that's involved with this car, especially considering that it looks incredible all blacked out. I don't think we'll ever see another murdered out Miura, if you will. This is a pretty cool car.
Of us is basically a car that was modified in '78. They put these very cool BBS magnesium racing wheels. They flared the rear fender, and then they literally painted every piece of trim black. We sent Chip, who I think you guys have seen from one of the last videos, to go inspect this car. Chip has inspected a lot of Miuras for us, and Chip was actually blown away by the originality. Take away the fact that it's been modified. Obviously, they flared the rear fenders and changed the wheels, and they obviously changed the color. The entire interior is all original. Even I actually think this door rubber is original. All of the body stamps match. You can actually see the original. And whoever painted the car and did the body work, listen, black, if there's any body guys and paint guys out there, black is very difficult to get right and to make look good. And this car just, they did such a beautiful job. Imagine well over 30 years ago, almost 40 years ago. We're excited to do a ton of more research and sort of jump into the history of this car, but really cool to have it here. I mean, California entrepreneur, sort of real estate developer, and bought this car, has kept it ever since. He's the one that executed the work, and it's just so cool.
I'm here working on this Concept S, and I'm about to change the oil filter.
Honestly, this panel doesn't look as good as this or this, so I'm guessing I gotta clean this and go at it again.
We're gonna tape all the trim off and then do a one inch edge work all around the tail lights and the trunk lid and all the emblems.
These are the heat shields for the header to the axle seals, so you don't burn up the axle seal. 31 days. Pebble Beach truck pickup for the Monaco. But actually, it's 4 days after that date. But there's a little breather room in there. Our little secret, no one will know.
Just us and YouTube.
So this car has been a multi-year long project in and out. Do a really good preservation job to this car. We pulled the motor last year, did a complete reseal, carburetors, everything. Right now I just finished rebuilding the axles, putting the exhaust on, connecting some fuel lines and some coolant lines, wiring in the fuel pumps. We rebuilt the axles, we did new brake lines just because, again, we want to preserve this car as best as possible for as long as possible. So we want to keep this thing as safe and as efficient as we can. And we're pretty much ready to go pretty soon. It's been fun to not over-restore this car and to really, hone in on the preservation side of it, because this car has been loved and driven and has so much history, and it's cool to keep that alive. And the fact that it got entered in and accepted into the preservation class in Pebble is pretty big. I don't hear fuel pumps running. Well, I was just checking to see if we hear the fuel pumps. Voltage. There you go. All right, we're good. I gotta change my connectors now. So we have the fuel pumps wired in. We're just checking the whole system for leaks, looking for drops, looking for smells, making sure on the bottom that we're good. Now we're gonna go to the top and make sure the top's all good. Checking the distributor's timing, and we should be ready to fire it up.
Fuel distributor?
No, the spark distributor.
What's going on, guys? Thank you. You're going to be driving the low-tech for the first time.
When?
In a big video. When we can get into the shop to just do a once-over.
Let's go. That's why we have the drive on.
Let's go.
That's why I got that drive on.
Let's go.
Put me on a ticket.
I'm ready. I actually forgot to bring it up in the restoration meeting this morning.
Where'd you find a place for us to drive?
We are, no.
We'll find out.
No. We got the airstrip. We're going to make the investment. It's worth it. It's expensive, but it's okay. So apparently at 210 or 215 miles per hour, Kurt Loderschmidt told him to stop because he didn't think the tires could handle it.
That's good. Valid
Probably
point.
about
Yeah.
They were not W rated then?
I don't think so.
Just Z or something.
Correct. We're not going to try to set any speed records, but I think it will try to see what it does.
I'm not going out there to lose. You can get somebody trying to test me, because that might make it a little more exciting. Bring something else out there.
Veyron. We'll race you in a Veyron. Where are we at with this?
Not too far off. We're like 95% there with ignition timing.
Cool.
Just put the hoses on. I got to change
Cool.
the oil filter gasket. I think we're ready to get it off the lift. We can start tuning it while driving it.
Awesome.
Did you see the dent, by the way?
No, the dent, that came out really nice. Well, let me get on my list. We did the shift knob.
Yep.
I need the leather pouch. The books are here.
Yep, you got that.
I need to email packet of records. There's one issue here that my dad looked at. We need to clean these.
Yep.
We need to put probably just a little touch up on here. We need to paint this black.
Do you have all these on a note sheet, or you want me to write all this down?
Can we write this down?
Yeah, let me do that right now. SV notes.
The
Tie rod.
we have to etch the glass.
Tie rod.
The speaker covers are done. Here, some paint got chipped. Oh,
Noted
you
there.
marked that.
Yeah,
Okay,
we had
so
that
mark-
marked. I had a couple marks here of things I wanted to
Okay.
get touched up. So that was all the stuff there.
And that should be it.
I mean, final detail. We've got some compound. Well, then it needs polish and wax.
Correct. Maybe let's grab the original distributor cover. It's somewhere here.
This just needs a little.
Yeah, just touch up. F50 dash is done Friday,
Okay.
so that'll be back. Gallardo's done.
Gallardo's done.
GT's basically
That's
done.
almost done.
That needs to go out for final touch-ups.
Easy.
And then Countach, we just have to decide what level, what state. We have to do the graphics.
Oh, Monaco car.
Monaco car.
And that should be. Did we want to have Cryo come in and knock it down at all?
No.
Okay.
I don't want it to look too nice. Red SE30, the steering cover,
Yes.
either dry ice that
Okay.
spot
Yep.
or get it out. I think dry ice will work. Then get that and that spot. There's only in this spot.
You might take this car.
1, 2.
Yeah, we might take this if the prototype's not ready, but let's see if the prototype, the carbon, we'll see how close the carbon is. If the carbon's super close, I mean, technically you could say we have 2 weeks, which is very close.
We can get it done.
I think it can get done if the carbon's done this week.
Yeah.
It'll be presentable enough. I mean, we'd have to do the service maybe later. If not, we bring this. F50 will get done. I'm not worried about that.
What else are you seeing on this besides just the paint touch-ups?
No, I think this is like basically done. I think just the radio, we need to figure out that. They're gonna do the final paint touch-ups. The exhaust tips, we need to figure out. Good morning, guys. Wanted to try to coordinate to get the Koenigsegg picked up, to try to get it to the Koenigsegg dealer in Boston as soon as possible. And also if we can pay to have it detailed and make sure everything's with it. Pretty cool, Steven and Sergio were shooting the Koenigsegg CCXR this morning. Fast and Furious car, show car. I believe it's maybe a handful of cars in the world that are a ghost package. In the past 2 weeks, I would say that there's this insane energy and insane excitement around these early Koenigsegg cars. Now, there's not many in the world. There's believed to be 13 cars currently in the US. Of those cars, there's only 2 CCXR manuals. So the black car that the guys were shooting this morning that we just bought, we bought it about 2 weeks ago. And here's the very important timeline here. We bought this car 2 weeks ago, and then about a week ago, a Koenigsegg CC GT sold for a new world record for a classic Koenigsegg, bringing almost $4.3 million. So overnight, everyone starts calling me for Koenigsegg's. In that time, we had a great client, and about a month ago, he asked me for a Koenigsegg. Now, he didn't just ask me for any Koenigsegg, he said, I would love a car in silver. Now, I think there's 2 in the world in silver, manual transmission, either a CCX or a CCXR. And luckily, we were able to find a car, convince the owner to sell, and we literally closed, I think, yesterday around 5 or 6 p.m. And this is the car here. It was the New York Auto Show car, one of one car, silver on blue. And now we are trying to get this car essentially picked up this morning, brought to the Koenigsegg dealer in Boston, so the car can get prepared for him to pick up Monday. Now, if you know anything about organizing all of the logistics around that, it's not that easy. But what's really, really cool is, imagine in the period of 1 or 2 weeks, we have this incredible opportunity that I don't think we'll ever see again. When you're talking about 13 cars in the US, we'll have the opportunity to buy and sell definitely one, maybe two of the original Koenigsegg's.